With the work that Leigh did in the book on no-fault divorce, I think that really rewrites some of our assumptions about that reform, because I think what Leigh's identified is that some of the biggest advocates for no-fault divorce were men who wanted to get divorced and avoid the kind of obligations of alimony and those kinds of payments. So I think those kinds of rewritings of the history that we thought we knew, I think are really interesting.
Yeah, I came to that research on the Family Law Act, which was passed in 1975, this incredible reform, reflexively framed as a feminist success story. Just this amazing moment. And it does do incredible things in combination with the single mother's benefit or payment. It creates the possibility for many women to leave unhappy marriages that was not possible beforehand, or leave violent relationships. So it's a really important kind of, we might call, feminist reform. In examining the debate about this reform more closely, I was incredibly surprised to find how many what we might call conservative, but I don't think that's a helpful term, but what we might call conservative kind of identities or ideas were part of that reform process. And so men arguing for more freedom, they wanted no-fault divorce. They wanted no-fault divorce so they could leave their marriages. Not something we normally think about. And actually, after this reform is passed, there's this incredible kind of flowering of women who describe themselves as stay-at-home mothers who feel very betrayed by this reform. They feel like the agreement that they made with their husbands and with the state about what they would do and the duties they would perform and the rewards they would get had been ripped away from them, because what no-fault divorce means is that people are no longer kind of punitively constrained into staying into the marriage. And so it does free people from marriages, and not everyone is happy about that. And so that was a real surprise to me.